It's been a while since I did a podcast episode, and we're here by the wonderful EllisPD.
Hello, hello.
If you guys watched my, was it Borderlands 3 thing, that he was a part of that with me. And my buddy is also here. I'm just going to call you Mike, because I don't...
Yeah, I'm Mike.
Cameraman.
I'll have his name later.
He was also there in that same stream, just wasn't playing the same game.
Yeah.
But Ellis, I'm going to be calling him Bobby, because that's his name. Well, I wanted to do this kind of conversation with him for a while now, and it's about a... You want me to say African American man or
Yes,
black man?
You can go ahead and say African American.
Okay, African American man wanting to be a police officer. We're going to go through the normal 25 questions, and then we'll go into, I think it's 8 questions. Yeah, 8 questions about him wanting to be a police officer. So, before we go any further, if you would like to say anything to introduce yourself.
Hello, ladies. I'm Bobby Ellis, 24 years old. Keeping it real. That's pretty much it.
You're fine.
Nothing serious, but seriously. Hello, everybody. My name is Bobby. Eventually, I actually will start streaming, and I actually have this gentleman right here to actually try to show me the ropes. So, whenever he gets the time and whenever I actually get the right setup, I'll be out there as EllisPD. And yes, my name is...
I say, when we get the time, you mean when you get the time.
Yes, I know. I'm busy. I know. What am I doing?
So, the questions, if you've never listened to this or watched this, because I do have this up on Spotify, and I believe Apple Podcast, and there's one other one that I can't remember because it's been so long. It might be iHeartRadio. Yeah, I got it on 3 sites. I can't remember which one exactly it was. But I know Spotify is the main one. Look up A Conversation with Kenzen Crese if you're watching this on YouTube. Or if you're listening to it and you want to see what we're playing, make sure you go to youtube.com/c/Kenzen Crese, and this will be on the front page on one of the playlists. But the questions are basically inside the actor studio. Because this podcast originally started as me interviewing fellow content creators. Since he is going to be an upcoming content creator here shortly, and with everything going on in the United States, I wanted to have this conversation with him, and I wanted Mike here with us as well, in case he has anything to input, because both of them are some of my closest friends. You put that damn thing in your deck?
I use his deck.
Okay. I was about ready to say. But that's what we're going to be asking. So, the very first question for you is, what is your favorite word?
My favorite word?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. This is a word that I actually say very, very often in my head, and that's the word suburban. It's like, if you ever just say the word, it just has like the nicest ring to you. Suburban. It's just one of those words. Suburban. You never just say it? Everybody has that one weird word.
You say suburban, I'm thinking of a car.
No, suburban. Suburban.
That's all I can think of now.
That's just really one of the words. I told my sisters that, and they always give me the same look y'all just gave me. It's just a funny word to say.
You should give you the look that we just gave.
Yeah.
I think it's...
Yeah, don't waste that.
I'm not. I
Oh,
actually forgot I had it in my hand.
what is your least favorite word?
My least favorite word? I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know. It's like the same thing with Hancock, how he doesn't like being called an a-hole. I hate being called the word punk. I'm not going to lie. It's just the one word that rubs me the wrong way.
I guess I shouldn't ask you if you're feeling lucky.
No. Don't ask me that.
So I know what I'm going to start calling you next time you use those broken decks again when
Oh
we
my
duel.
gosh. That's fair. I probably deserve it. It's what I do.
Would you agree with me? He pulls out one of those broken decks.
I guess it wouldn't be just like deck-wise. It'd be just if he does something douchebaggy.
Well, his decks are all douchebaggy.
No, of course they're not. They're not.
Which, I'll say, one thing I do want to do, whenever he's available to do it and you get cards again, is do a recording of a physical Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love that. It'd be like if y'all ever looked up into Yu-Gi-Oh, they have this thing called remote dueling, and what it is like overhead views of the board and whatnot. It's really cool. I love it because they don't do like tournaments and anything anymore, so they have to do like these remote duels. It's really cool.
The cool thing with this camera, with how clear it is, and that tripod, I can set it up where we have, once I get my second one back, we'll have 2 of these tables. and our cards will be on those tables.
Oh, that'd be nice.
And you should
I
be able
already
to
have
see
my.
them decently well.
I guess I'll have to buy a different play mat because mine is kind of risque.
Do you want me to let you use my favorite one?
Oh God, what is on it?
Kaiwa.
No, nope.
So the next 2 questions, each question is a pair.
Oh, okay.
So the next 2 are, what is your turn-ons and offs?
My turn-ons is in like.
Your turn-ons.
Oh, okay. Woman with red lipstick.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, there's just something about it. It's just the color red that wears it, and I'm just like, whoa. Or maybe a woman that can cook. I'm not gonna lie, I'm
gonna say a woman that can cook because of how much I know you love food.
Oh yeah, mushrooms, anything pasta related.
You know what I'm making on Wednesday?
What?
Lasagna, about 6 layers deep.
I'm coming over, unless Mass Effect takes my time. If it does,
you can come over, but I'm gonna warn you, I gotta save pieces for a couple people.
Well, me, yeah, I know.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite.
I don't
foods.
make this that often anymore. So.
That's my favorite food. I love lasagna.
I'm giving him some homemade pizza I made last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna make some more too, probably before you guys leave.
That's the thing. I don't really eat like leftover. What was I gonna say? Homemade pizza. Like I don't know the last time I actually ever had a homemade pizza.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
This
is what.
Oh yeah, I told you.
Get 500 for each one.
What about your offs?
My offs. Personally, there's a couple things really. I actually don't like rudeness and everything. I don't care how you like talk, but if it's like aggressive sounding, I really don't like rudeness.
So you don't like whenever we all played Uno?
Uno? Oh my gosh. The thing is with Uno, you gotta realize that that's probably gonna be the game that's gonna ruin your friendships.
Really? For me, that was Monopoly.
Oh, for me, no.
Yeah, I don't.
Anytime I play with my family, they never play the game right, but
Yeah.
it's like one of them games where it's just like, you're gonna be up for like a couple hours. You're never gonna actually finish the game. I never finished Monopoly.
That's why you should get it on
I'm
the
not
Switch.
even looking at it.
You just looked at it.
I'm not. I did. And that's gonna give me nightmares tonight. So here we go.
Sorry, I just had this. I told him earlier I had this remembrance of us at the lunch table, and then I saw that at work, and I'm like,
I miss those days though.
I want to play Uno with you guys again and then whoop your asses.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder like how Jay is doing. I haven't seen him in a while. Or London.
He hit me. It's funny. Actually, we're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I was about like. All I'll say is Jay comes into my work every now and then.
Oh really?
Yeah, me and him get back into it, and I'm like, "What are you doing at my place?" He goes, "I'm taking it over." I'm like, "Okay." So the next question is, what noise do you love, and then what noise do you hate?
The noise I love. This one's really weird, but like, you ever get like a box fan and then put your finger in it? The sound of it hitting my finger. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's weird, but I do enjoy it. The little drrrr sound.
You know, I
Or maybe-
can't say anything about that. It's a weird thing. That is a weird thing. It's like it's not like Osmir or whatever it's called, Osmar, but it's
ASMR?
ASMR.
Yeah, that. But it's like
Okay.
it's a weird thing that shouldn't be enjoyed, but it is. Kind of like how, as a human being, if someone tells you something stinks, you naturally want to smell it. It's
Yeah.
like one of those things.
Well, it's also,
I mean-
I hate to say it, a guy rule where if it does stink, you get one smell.
Yeah, you gotta smell it.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. Like usually, whenever like somebody's like, "Oh, that stinks," you go up and smell it. You're like, "Ugh." Oh, you get the little second one for no reason. Like,
This is like
I'm that guy. I'll do
You
it.
need confirmation.
Yeah, I did need confirmation just to know. I was like, wait, does this really stink? Yes, it does. Look at this. Look at
I'm
this.
like, you're using
Look at
my
this.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay. Yeah, that's our
whoever's
deck. That's
I'm
Mai's
using.
deck.
Oh my gosh.
Not
How did I
my.
do this?
Taya. Sorry, Taya.
How did I do this?
I don't know.
I deserve a reward of some kind. Look at this. I'm
Oh
gonna want to hit her with the level 2. Please, don't you dare. Okay, I was looking too. I was like, please do not.
What
But also,
is the
I'm
noise
not
that you
gonna-
hate too?
wait, hold
Or
on.
not
One more on
noise.
the noise that I actually
Yeah.
do like. I'm not gonna lie, when I'm driving, you know, little rumble strips on the side of the road.
You hit those on purpose.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm evil. I hold my pinky up and all like, yes. I love it. I love it. I don't see anything wrong with it. Like, I never saw anything wrong with it.
That
at them,
I
enjoy it.
can't stand that noise because that tells me I'm falling asleep driving.
It just tells me I'm a bad driver. To be
And
honest.
that's why people don't drive with me. I hit them intentionally. People hate it. It's like people hate the word moist. It's just like one of them things.
That was actually one of the words that one of our previous guests has said that they
Really?
did not like. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't understand that one
I
though.
feel like it's common. I don't like the word either. But
It's
not
the way
because
it's
I don't
used.
Like
Is there a reason, like, just because it's used, you don't like it?
no, I don't. I dislike the word not because I dislike the word, but because I don't like dealing with people who don't like the word.
Guess what we have?
That's what I was waiting for. That's fine. It's better than Twin Twister.
No. I have a booster pack.
Nope. Oh god.
It's time.
Oh god. What did I do? Use a story deck again.
Red Eyes is better.
Red Eyes is better than everything.
It is.
You
It's
know
better
what?
than everything.
Can't change my
That's okay.
Nobody can.
What's the noise you don't like?
The noise I don't like.
Is it that noise when you think you farted and you didn't?
Okay, if it was that, then I have to look around because honestly, somebody's around me that shouldn't be. It's like somebody like, and I'm like, wait, was that me? No, that wasn't me. I'm trying to think actually.
Because I remember
really
that night
don't-
at Walmart, you're like,
Oh, wait, I know. I actually bought the Xbox One when it first came out. Then after a while, pretty much when it was about to pretty much just off itself, it started making this sound, like, you know the old dial-up sound. Mm-hmm. My Xbox made that sound. Yeah, yeah.
it means your fan was going out.
Yeah, it was. But I took it apart and everything, looked at it and everything, it looked fine. Guess I don't know what I'm doing. But it made that little dial-up sound, and I was like, it was like, shh, and I was like,
Oh, damn.
okay. I was looking, I was like, are you gonna catch fire? Are you okay?
I think now that I think about it, my favorite sound is the sound that my Xbox Series X makes while it's on.
I need you to talk louder if you're going to talk.
Oh, I apologize. I forgot I'm not close to the microphone. My favorite sound is the sound of my Xbox One Series X while it's turned on. It's a joke. It doesn't make any sense.
I know.
I'm saying, it doesn't make like, don't you just hear a fan and that's
No,
it?
there's
No, you don't hear
It
anything.
doesn't make anything?
No.
Really?
whatsoever. It could be on right now and you wouldn't know.
All you hear is the beep when it turns on, and then
That's it.
yeah,
Like you,
So is that smooth?
yeah.
yeah,
What
you
about the
gotta-
PlayStation?
You gotta put your ear up to the system, and then even then you're still there.
PlayStation's about the same.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. That's honestly good. What about the cooling systems?
You see where they're sitting.
Yeah,
They
Which should
haven't had
be
a
better.
problem.
good.
Now,
Alright.
I will state one of my favorite noises in general, and I don't remember if I stated this in the first episode, is the Dreamcast reading the disc. Or saving.
I don't know what that sounds like.
Oh,
Oh wait, no.
I'll let you guys hear
I
it
know
before
another
you
one.
leave.
I know another one. You know, whenever you boot up the GameCube, that's great.
That's
Speaking of which,
That's
if you guys are free Saturday, me and a buddy will be streaming Game Boy, Game Boy Advanced, and other Spider-Man games.
Mm-hmm.
Which you guys are welcome to come over and just dig around.
I would. Honestly, you know what? I always wanted to get another PlayStation. Also,
Do it.
I want to. It's like the only thing I didn't have actually was a memory card, so I had to play San Andreas from the beginning every time. I stayed up one night, played the whole game through, then woke up and did it again.
Yeah.
I should. You
That's
know
how I
what?
beat Sonic Adventure.
That didn't register in my mind as a kid.
I know it's not.
Wait, why would I activate
I don't
this?
know. Why?
He didn't declare an attack.
No.
Why is it saying that?
I'm so confused right now.
He activated not agree.
It says when our opponent declares an
Yeah.
attack.
Activate because you can only hit B later.
I know. It's just saying
Yeah.
like this. I have to do it when he declares an attack.
Oh, because it's a.
He's
It's
not
always
attacking.
active. So
How?
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
Activate
Okay, never
Basically, you're
mind.
just revealing.
I didn't even see
So, my next question for you is, what's your favorite curse word?
that. My favorite curse word?
Yeah.
There's actually a story behind this one.
The fact that there's a story behind the favorite curse word.
Honestly, yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure y'all heard the song. I'm pretty sure I played it around y'all. But I'm trying to remember the YouTuber's name. I think his name was Damn Drops. Because somebody remixed him eating Five Guys burgers and fries food.
I remember this vaguely.
Yeah, so my favorite word has always been damn. Because I say it like D-A-Y-U-M. Damn. Damn. Because it was just a good song. Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. It was so funny. Like, it reached out to the crowd. It's like, you have to pretty much think when you're eating food. You're just like, You think, you taste it. I ain't gonna lie, I started salivating. That same day, I went to Five Guys and Burgers and Fries. I went to Five Guys just because of that day. This man's... Oh.
Hey, there's the blue eyes.
I don't want to play anymore.
You were fighting Kaiba.
Oh.
I thought you knew what was going to happen.
Wait, I should have used a different deck. I'm using a 2 deck.
I know, I was wondering.
It didn't occur to you this whole time?
No.
You're on your second turn. You have to realize,
Wait, hold on, please. Please, wait, please. I can't make it a direct attack. Forget that. I'll take less damage.
So...
Oh, crap. I'm going to take it regardless of what I do. Well, sugar, honey, iced tea.
Too bad you don't have stop attack, so you can swap him in
Hello,
defense
darkness,
position.
my old friend.
Okay, so the next question for you would be, other than the profession that you're going into, what would be the profession you would like to do? Because you're going in to be a police officer, so what else would you like to do besides that?
I've actually always thought about this. You know, in life, you're going to have pretty much what you want to do, but honestly, I don't think you should ever settle for just the one thing. You've always should strive to do self-betterment your whole life. So always look at multiple things instead of being just one person, just a one-trick pony. And the one thing that I always wanted to go into is geology.
That'd be fun.
You know, I pretty much just pick up rocks all the time.
Would you
just to sit there, sniff them, meet them, you know.
Is there a certain area in the world that you would like to study the rocks in? Or would it just be in general all over?
Honestly, I don't have a preference. Like, it's a big old world, and honestly, majority of times when you pick up a rock, you ain't even gonna know what it is. You could crack it open, you could be rich, you never know. And it's just something about it, like the way it looks. It's pretty much the whole satisfaction thing about like the people that cut down trees. You get to see all those rings and count. It's the same principle for a rock for me. You crack a rock open, you look inside it, you see all these different things in it, and you're just like, wow, this is impressive.
Then my next question for you would be on that. How did you feel about NASA landing on the asteroid to get samples?
How did I feel about that?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie to you, I watched a lot of scary movies. You never know what a person's gonna bring back. I have nothing against it. We can learn a lot from it. Like, there's a lot of things out that's bigger than this planet. Granted, we're still trying to learn about our planet. We don't even know about the ocean, for real. We don't know that much. But we're still trying to explore other places. Elon Musk is personally trying to get us like past Earth, which I do respect. I do respect that. But I personally feel like we should actually focus more so on our own planet. It's slowly dying. There has been proof of that. It's just slowly dying. And we're not even trying to fix that for real.
Yeah, because that could be something we get into later with your other questions, because a lot of the people that feel about that and saying that it's not happening also feel like what I'm going to ask you with the very last question shouldn't be happening.
Well, the whole thing with it, I know.
I kind of don't want to like jump.
Yeah, I'll
into
jump the
that,
gun. I'll jump the gun if we do.
Because I will switch over to that stuff right away. But
yeah, I would jump the gun.
What profession would you not like to do? And I'm going to say, if you don't say Walmart, I'm going to stare at you.
Say Walmart.
Because I remember all three of our hates for that place.
As much as I didn't like working at Walmart, I feel like there's probably worse places to be working in.
There is.
I will agree with that.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. I actually did like it though. Like, you know, sitting back there working with your team. I got to work with you guys.
I say when the three of us got to work together and unload the truck
Yeah.
and not get harassed.
Yes, and that's why it was fine. The only thing that made Walmart a bad experience was the management.
Yeah,
That's the only
and
thing.
the pay.
Other than that, yeah, that too. But other than that, it was a good experience. Like you got to
I
sit
do miss
there,
driving that
had the
forklift
little
with you outside.
and I'm ashamed of that. I never even got to learn how to do it.
You can blame me and Jared.
Yeah, I know. It's because you guys always took it over and did it anyway. You are kidding me.
Yeah, what profession though?
What profession? How PG can I make this?
I
Doesn't
don't
have
care.
to be PG or anything. Really? The one thing I would never want to do is actually be the guy that holds the camera for porn stars.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. You're going to probably have these things on you that you never would have thought you would have had today. You wake up today and realize that you're going to have to get all close and up in there and everything. That's one thing I never would... What did he do?
You gave him life points for that.
Oh, the snatch steal.
Yeah.
Thank you. What card? But that's the one thing I would never like to do. And honestly, probably being a stripper too.
I will take it one step farther and say I would hate to be a gay porn star.
Oh God.
That would be a little bit worse.
Yeah,
I'd rather be
yes,
covered in
yes,
stuff
it
than
would.
to have to.
I'd rather not be covered in anything.
I mean, like if I had to choose between being covered in it and having to participate in getting fluids on.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna be a porn star, you got to go through that level first.
Yeah, no. I don't want to do that. I think it just outright, no pun intended.
Oh my gosh.
Now,
That's just something I never could do anyway. I don't think I'd be able to do that either. And honestly, I ain't even gonna lie. I'd never be a DC diver either. I can't do that. I don't even like. Honestly, I don't even like being in pools for real. I can't touch the floor. I can't even swim. I'm not comfortable with it. Honestly, it took me a long time to realize at Carlisle Lake there was actually fishes in there.
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. Like I guess I was just having a little duh moment or something.
I want to point out, if I go swimming in any like lake or body of water that has fish, I need to be head to toe in like a bodysuit because I can't touch.
Yeah, you don't like it either.
No.
No, it just makes you nervous because like they be nibbling at your feet or something. You might step on something.
Hey, who said what?
Crunchy Ninja 91 said
Hey.
evil. However, I'm not sure what it
Evil.
Hey, Crunchy.
Which part are you talking about that was evil? Me or him? Or him?
said. It could be any of us.
Just if they're still there.
No. Oh, now I get a snap. Okay, I can't look at my snap now. So, I guess the question is, because this is based off of people already being content creators. Why do you want to start being a content creator? And what kind of content do you want to do?
Personally, the reason I want to be some type of content creator, I don't really want to do it for the fame and everything. I personally want to do it for like the interactions with other people. Because if people know me, I've always been the one person to actually just talk to a random person. I'm fine with that. You know what a person's going through just based on talking to them and everything. That one little bit of interaction actually could make a person's day.
So you want to be the light of somebody's day?
Yeah, I'd be fine with that, yes.
Because that's exactly how I
Why
explain.
can I attack with this? Is it this? No.
Is it your? I don't know.
I'm going to just activate this. I'm getting sick of this.
Got a comment from the Cries of Mankind. The salty cringe of story decks. LOL.
I know. I just wanted to try it out.
So we made him make a deck before we started. I just want to point this out, and he has not used it yet.
I know. I'm going to use it, but honestly, bear with me. Some stuff is not unlocked yet.
I would like to point out that this stream was supposed to begin at about 3. The reason it was so late was because he was making his deck that entire time.
My bad.
We had to
My
get
bad.
we had to
I
get
had
the
to
points to make
improvise.
the deck too.
I had to
That is also
improvise.
The Cries of Mankind. It's weird to go into Twitch streams, talk to streamer, and get no response whatsoever.
Oh, wow.
And he also said, I can help build a deck.
Yeah, I'd actually appreciate it. That'd be cool. I like that. Just please don't make it like torture-like. Please do not.
I'll say, after we get done with the live recording of this podcast, we will stay live a little bit after if they want to, and we can have everybody on camera, and we can all work together on making a deck if you would like to help.
You know what? I am the bane of my own existence. I actually will agree with him.
I think I will stay in this corner. I am
Okay.
camera shy.
Okay. Don't worry, your picture of ripping his card is going on the post
For
of
the
blog.
record, I knew it was fake.
I forgot what card was that.
I don't remember.
It was a Monarch card.
Yeah.
My
Did I actually-
favorite.
No,
you
I
didn't.
photoshopped it.
Oh,
It
okay.
was
I
really-
knew he photoshopped it.
it was
I
really
blown out
bad.
of proportion.
The Cries of Mankind, you know you can just select the deck and surrender. You'll get at least 800 DP
I know.
to surrender.
I know, but honestly, as a Yu-Gi-Oh player, in real life and in the game, you never give up. It's like it's not over until the last card is out of your deck.
Okay.
Even if the deck is awful, just playing for fun.
He also says, I'm known as the king of salt amongst my friends.
Salt must be the salt shaker.
I'm skipping a couple questions because again they're for if you
That's
already
fine.
started. So the next one would be anything you want to plug.
Plug.
Yeah, is there anything that you currently are listening to, or watching, or a blog that you're reading that you find interesting, or anything?
Really, there's not exactly a lot, but honestly, the one thing that I've always been interested in, if you are a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, I've always been interested in Yu-Gi-Oh content. So there's all these other people.
Toon rolled that shit.
That's what I was trying to get. I'm glad I drew this. This right here was fine with me. I was fine. Watch him do something about it. Oh, it's not a field spell. That's right. I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I should know that.
The Cries of Mankind. I have a deck that's the equivalent of 20 plus man-eater bugs and can go into
Oh god.
3 rank 10 XYZs.
God
What
damn.
does she do again?
And Streamlabs top clip by...
Oh, somebody made a clip of what we're doing.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm new to this.
So, what's your favorite video game?
My favorite video game?
Yeah.
Whoo!
I know this is going to take a while, so if we get a story, I'm not blamed for this.
I have to think about that. Oh, snap. Did I just make... Oh, I messed
Oh,
up.
you
I'm
almost-
stupid. No, I wasn't even paying attention. That question threw me off. Let's see here. My favorite video game? It's kind of between two. I do love Halo, but Halo took a big dive.
Which
with
Halo?
these 4 and 5.
Okay.
4 and 5 took a big dive, and I honestly do not like that. What they were trying to do with Halo is honestly not Halo anymore.
I still want to play through 2 and 3 with you guys.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, we can do that.
I love that.
The only thing is you'd have to play it on
Xbox, I know.
So,
The worst part is, I don't know what this deck actually does. I don't play tunes. I've never used a tune
Toon World,
deck.
you get to attack directly. That's what it does.
What do you have that's fusionable?
I don't remember.
I mean, if you look.
What does this do for me?
The Cries of Mankind, anything Shin...
Shin Megami Tensei?
Yeah. Persona is gold.
It's funny,
So
I never play Persona.
Just recently downloaded Persona 2 on my PS3 and PSP because I never got to finish that when
Oh,
playing. And I was like loving playing through that game.
A lot of people fall. Huh?
He also said the greatest fighting game ever made was Def Jam Fight for New York.
I never played. You know what's funny?
I remember
I
those.
can't believe you just said
I've
that.
never played it.
How did you never
I've never played
that?
it. A lot of people. Oh, I was gonna say, did he just activate it too?
No,
I never
again,
played
you
it.
still
I've
have
never
that card
had it.
out.
I know. I keep forgetting. I forget every time.
I can't even
is that
tell you
crush
how many
card? Oh,
times I
gosh.
played that story.
Wait, what Dark
I
Knight?
played it so many times.
I never played it. Oh no.
Yes. Oh, wait, what are you doing?
I'm just destroying them.
On PS4/5 and Switch, Shin Megami Tensei
Oh, I
Nocturne is
can't use
getting
that
a
anything.
remaster.
You know what?
Nice.
I'm just use this.
And they still have tournaments for Def Jam Fight.
Because I don't like blue
didn't know
eyes.
that.
I'm getting rid of 2 blue
Why?
eyes. Just because I don't like it.
Are you
I don't care. I'll throw the match just because I don't like blue
okay?
eyes.
So I'm gonna say you can add card games to this, but what is your favorite board/tabletop game?
Board, obviously Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's I figured it was
Yu-Gi-Oh,
gonna
I
be.
love I love Yu-Gi-Oh with a passion, but I will not spend more than I actually have to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I love Yu-Gi-Oh.
For me, I don't know if it's Yu-Gi-Oh or Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I love D&D.
D&D is great.
Yes, it is. Oh, I forgot another
I
game.
still want to
too.
run through our Star Wars one
Oh,
again.
that's that campaign.
Yeah,
Wonder how
yeah.
Stanford's drawing is going.
I don't know. We gotta like drive over to his house and knock his door down.
And I missed a game, but also I will say, another game, like, I can't pick between the two. I like Mass Effect, too. I love Mass Effect. Like, honestly, I didn't get the hype at first, but then when I started playing it, I was like, I get it. I get it. Yes, I want to attack directly.
What is your favorite book?
My favorite book? I don't know what those books are called, but I'm pretty sure y'all have seen them. It's one of them books where, like, you're reading it and then it says go to page 72.
Choose your own adventure.
Yes, I love
Oh,
those.
okay, good.
It's
These
'cause
are my favorite right here.
you're going to sit there and read it, and then you're going to go to the wrong page and then mess up, and then you're going to go back.
So,
Never seen those.
This is the actual audiobooks for the first 3.
Ooh.
Be very careful because that's really
Cries
loud
of
against that.
Mankind said Shin Megami Nocturne DGI Deluxe releases May 21st. He also said Critical Role made him ruin D&D for all of his friends, followed by Choose Your Own Adventure are good.
Really now?
So, as soon as I find my cassette player here around here, I'm gonna put these on.
Oh, I love to hear it.
They're 12 and a half hours, I think,
Never
roughly.
mind. Never mind. I want to watch Lord of the Rings 4 times.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie?
Yes.
Tropic Thunder. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. That's the goldest part I've ever seen. Wait, which one
Yes.
was that? I could use this, right?
Yeah.
He's just attacked directly.
What is your favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show? Crap. Anime related or just like...
TV show, it doesn't matter. Whatever.
There's a couple, honestly. There's really a couple. My favorite anime...
Snatch- no, yeah,
nobody
Snatch
likes
steal
it.
his
I was.
stuff.
I was. But my favorite anime actually is one that everybody bashes on. Gurren Lagann. I love Gurren Lagann with a passion.
I was gonna say, is it Dragon Ball or Bargain Bin
I do
Dragon
love
Ball?
Dragon Ball. I
No,
love
Bargain
Dragon
Bin
Ball
Dragon
too.
Ball.
No.
Because you know what I keep calling My Hero, right?
That's pretty much what it is. My Hero,
I like this show. I really
There's
do.
nothing wrong with My Hero, but like honestly, I just don't really like the fan base for it. Honestly, I hate Deku. Deku is a terrible character. Deku's awful.
Now,
That's the
use your
reason I
made-up
don't.
deck finally.
Yes, I'm going to use my made-up
Actually,
deck. I almost threw that game.
hit skip real quick, and then play as Kaiba, and then use your deck.
Do I have to?
Yes, because go up. Hit Y, or X.
Oh, wait. Whoops.
There you go.
The Cries of Mankind said there was one episode in Critical Role where Gronk talked about fighting with an orc phallus. She also said, so I made a barbarian warrior with one intelligence named Vlad, and his intention is to rip off people's members and beat them to death with them.
How big is their member for them to get beat with them?
It doesn't matter.
And then, honestly, that's the worst part is I actually questioned that after the whole thing.
It's funny.
Oh, crap.
That reminds me of something that happened in my my campaign with a couple of friends that I had. So what happened was I was missing because I'm relatively new to D&D, like playing wise, and my character decided to run off on his own and he got kidnapped. So that being said, we were also in the Feywild, so it was the worst possible time to do this. So they're out looking for leads to try to find me, and they come across this bear dude. And he's got all these like goblins and stuff with him. So they end up starting this huge fight with these people. And in the process, one of the guys, one of the party members, he's playing as a monk, and he just says, fuck this, and he takes some of the goblins, and he starts beating up both the bear and the other goblins using the goblins that he was picking up.
Wow.
To which one of the other party members proceeded to ask, at some point, does the goblin he's using like break? Like, what's the durability of a goblin body? So
that's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. That was the greatest night of that whole thing. But I think my own character had his own like highlights and stuff.
Wait, what's he doing?
Yeah.
Special summon than normal summon?
Oh, he's special because of
Yeah. So what is your favorite band?
my favorite band.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I actually listened to them, but at the time it used to be Rise Against. It's because, like, honestly, a lot of the songs that I listen to is just like the overall emotion that they have, or at least they had. I don't know if they still are like this. I enjoyed that. Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
Dang, I go back and forth a lot.
I wish Sanford was here for this question, though.
I say Disturbed too.
Hazard 0643. Kenzen!
Hi, Billy Bill.
Go through. It's too
Historical figure. Favorite
Historical
one.
figure. I can't pronounce his name correctly, but in history there has actually been records of a black samurai that existed.
Yeah. I was just watching the samurai thing on Netflix, and I think that they have an episode of that.
Yeah, it's on there. And that's really one thing that I actually wanted to... Like, I shouldn't have got rid of my Netflix.
You just gotta find somebody and borrow it.
Yeah, I was going to do that. I was going to do that, because honestly, at the same time, I shouldn't have wasted money to go to theater when I could have, bought HBO Max.
Oh, yeah, you know.
And that's really what I did. I wasted my time.
This is hilarious.
I suck at Yu-Gi-Oh!
The Cries of Mankind. Sorry. The Cries of Mankind. In one campaign I played, there was this one guy that was a complete tool and was ruining the experience for everyone. So my friend slipped a note to the dungeon master. Next thing I know, he's serving soup and everyone dies from poison.
Oh, wow.
If you've never seen it, Air Master and Hajime know people are sick enemies. I may have butchered that name horribly.
I think I've seen one of those. I think.
I gotta summon this. I gotta do something.
Favorite fictional character.
Favorite fictional character?
And if it's not Kaiba, I want to know why.
Well, the reason it's not Kaiba is because Kaiba's a Chad. Kaiba's a Chad. I really don't like
I gotta
Kaiba.
say this. If you don't understand what's going on, he doesn't like Kaiba.
No, I do.
I love Blue Eyes deck. Or Blue Eyes cards.
I hate him.
And I have to bring it up every time me and him are around each other. Like, I'll randomly post something on his Facebook page about
I
Kaiba.
do that.
Just be like, hey, Bobby, here's your dose of Kaiba.
No, I really don't like Kaiba. I just think Kaiba's a tool and he's a Chad. I hate Kaiba.
But anyway, who is your favorite fictional?
My favorite is still going to be an anime character. I'm not going to lie to you, I do enjoy Future Trunks. Future Trunks is the pinnacle of what anime should be. Like, honestly, the whole Dragon Ball story in general was kind of crazy, but I do enjoy it.
The Cries of Mankind. Air Master is like a female version of Street Fighter, and Hajime no Ippo is a boxing anime. I've gotten banned for my thoughts on Kaiba.
Kaiba, see, you're doing the right thing. I support you. We could be friends. Like, we can. I really can't stand the guy. The guy.
I
is
wish it was
annoying.
in here so I could just hold it up to the camera. My mat for playing. But it's
Here's
out in the
3
hallway.
blue eyes is on the field. Why? Cause screw you. That's why I really can't stand Kaiba. I really don't like Kaiba. It's just the one reason I don't is mainly because I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I like Red Eyes. They don't really give Red Eyes that good of cards, but then they give Blue Eyes these busted cards.
Yeah. And well, you know, for me, Blue Eyes is the deck I built because it's easier for me to build to play against you and Jay.
That's why I play broken things. This is why I play broken
But at the
things.
same time, you know my deck that I actually like playing the most.
Oh, God.
Is that one right over there?
I'm not gonna lie, like, even against what I had, that gave me a run for my money, and I was sitting there like, what in the world am I playing?
Because that's literally as close as the deck as I can make based off of what I used to play in high school when you were still in grade school.
I mean, like,
The Cries of Mankind. Have you seen the Dark Side Dimensions movie?
Yes.
In that movie, Kaiba would have blew Joey on the spot for a duel with a Tim. And he also says Blue Eyes Chaos is broken as hell.
It is.
Yes.
Well,
Give me those life.
Hold
Give me
on.
life.
Oh, was it you or was that Jay or Stan that I did that to when I first got the card?
I think it was me.
Okay. So I'm going to say I did it to Jay because he wasn't paying attention.
I think you hit. I know you went against Bobby, and then I know you used him against me. And I was really upset when you did that.
Well, either way, I still hate it. It's awful.
But yeah, I love that card. But my deck right over there is a stall deck. And it is, if I can get the cards out and keep you from blowing my back row.
Oh, right, though.
It's stupid. It's so stupid.
It's awesome.
No, I hate it.
It's so
Personally, I
stupid.
do hate it.
I think
Which deck would you rather duel, that or Blue Eyes?
I feel like Blue Eyes. I would prefer to go against
I'd rather-
Blue Eyes because at least I
No,
get my ass handed to me.
Nope. I can't give him the satisfaction. I'm taking this. I'm taking that one. I can't give him the satisfaction. I can't do
but
it.
I'd rather I'd rather know I'm going to lose and then lose than to know I'm
Hand me
about
that
to
deck real
lose and I
fast.
can't hit you.
Just for people who know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, I'll tell you what the problem is.
How would it let me use? Oh, okay. Never
So
mind.
it's Astral Barrier, Spirit Barrier,
means I can't use the first.
Scrap Iron Scarecrow, Jam Breeding Machine, and Final Countdown. Those are the cards. And literally, I just need a stall for 10 turns.
Yeah, pretty
It's the worst. I didn't like it. And I was playing Firefish before they got the upgrade. Yes, thank you.
I'm
yes.
assuming I know the answer to this one, but do you prefer PC gaming or console gaming?
As a person who actually owns a console, I would say console, but PC has so much more going for it. I'm not gonna lie, like directly connected
What
to
happened?
the router or anything. Huh? Everything good?
foul language.
Oh, sorry, that was my automated.
The automated bot.
Yeah, I have a bot that automates the chat. Sorry,
Got you.
Oh, so somebody got banned or something.
they got timed out for a couple seconds.
Sorry.
Sorry about that. One thing, like whenever we do these podcasts, this is the only time that we don't watch our language normally. So I have the bot set up to be family friendly and stop people from sharing things that little kids couldn't see.
Okay.
So that's why I did that. I'm sorry about that. Now, I want to ask the same question to you about PC or console because you just got a PC.
Well, I've played PC before. I just didn't have the greatest PC.
Also, I want to state, when are we getting on GTA again?
That I have to figure that out. It shouldn't be too long. It just depends on what my.
Because you really, really want to do stupid shit.
Yeah, that
I
would
can't
be
believe I
crazy.
lost to this.
So For me, I'll say console's better. You know, PC Master Race, all that stuff.
Did he just say PC Master Race?
He did. He literally just did.
There's just so much you can do with PC.
Yeah,
That's why I'd like to get one.
Yeah, but like I feel like consoles and whatnot, they're also really solid. Like quick resume and stuff like that. That's actually a really awesome feature that you probably could do with PC, but
not
it's not
using.
necessarily the same.
Yeah, like with the way everything's built now for PC, it's not built for that.
Right.
But it is somewhat built for that because if you have your stuff in solid state, you can be able to do that quickly.
Yeah.
If you don't have it on solid state and you have it with the older setup like mine is, it still will take a couple minutes for it to boot up, but you're easily loading in.
Yeah.
It's not exactly like the consoles, but it can be close enough.
Oh, I don't like that.
I just feel like it's different because, like, let's say he was playing this on Xbox, right? So he could be mid-duel. He could just hop into another game, and if he wanted to hop in, like, back into this, he'd be exactly where he is right now. And I think that's something that's really hard to do.
And I will state the reason why I got this on Switch is so we can like just meet up somewhere random place.
She can attack directly.
Yeah, Toon World's out.
Oh, I forgot.
Alright,
I'm
so
terrible. I'm terrible.
Cries of Mankind, Rip LOL, I put my thoughts on Seto. All good. PC is Master Race, but consoles are like 2. I have a friend who modded Skyrim to the point
You
where
gonna
the
use his story
entire
deck?
game was Naruto based. That sounds awesome. He also said, I'm just waiting for us to get to the manga version where it's virtual reality pods. And then he said play in the pod.
Like, I just want to... if they would release this game in VR for the Quest 2, I'm gonna just stare at you like, get this goddamn game.
I'm not gonna lie.
I would do it.
I would. Like, that would be worth it.
For how much the three of us like to duel each other, like...
You know what they should do is they should make this game, and if you look like right under the cards, you can see like a little pod, you know, like where they stand usually during the duels. If they made it to where you could stand in a pod and then you had like a field and you play it like that, and you could look and see like the monsters.
Wait, what?
How come you didn't do the same magic card twice?
This?
Yeah.
Because I was waiting to use the first effect for it.
Oh, okay.
When it's activated, pretty much that.
Okay, never mind. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, just like if you could stand in the pod and then play your cards and then watch as the monsters pop up in front of you, like an actual duel.
See, that's how the old Yu-Gi-Oh games used to be. Like, they would model out the monsters.
I feel like it would be a little bit more, well, not difficult, but it would be
Because
more
they're different
tedious
types of beast?
because there's so many monsters.
Oh, one's a beast, the one's not a beast warrior.
Oh my.
Hence why.
I shouldn't have put him in there. I was thinking something entirely different.
The last of the normal questions, real quick, and you both can answer this. What is your favorite video game console?
Real quick, let me, before you answer that. The Crese of Mankind, there's some Oculus chat server thing, and people have Yu-Gi-Oh skins and cards.
Nice. Is that the VR chat?
Is that VR chat? I think that's what it is.
Just get rid of this.
You can see it on YouTube, like people actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh on there.
Nice.
That's nice.
I have to check that out. And with that stated, I want to say that I have a Oculus Quest 2 Facebook group. It's called Oculus Quest 2 Streaming. I think it's like Kenzen Oculus Quest 2 with a group name or URL. And if you search for it, you'll see it with my same...
Don't do it.
She said, I believe so. I think he's talking
about VR chat? Okay. You guys can request to join it, and if you have a Quest 2, you can stream to the group. Just have to answer the questions if you want to join. If you don't answer the questions, I'm going to deny the join. Because I want to make sure you're not a bot.
So put the worst possible answer.
That's a yes or no.
Yes.
Oh.
Put the worst possible.
It's literally yes or no.
Just pick both.
It only lets you pick one.
Hack. I don't know.
But long story short, I set this up so you can only pick one or the other. And if you pick no on follow the rules, you automatically get denied.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I took a lot of time into this, but favorite video game console for both you guys?
Still the GameCube. The GameCube actually had the little Game Boy attachment. And
Yeah,
that's what I
see,
enjoyed.
look underneath there.
I know. I need to get mine back. I need to get mine back. I actually,
You
what I
got the
did
broadband
was,
adapter for yours a long time ago?
I did. I gave stuff away. I had a close friend and I gave it away, and then It's one of them friends where you were close friends, but then next thing you know, bam, you stop talking.
I know that.
The Crisis of Mankind, I pick Kick Him in the Taint.
Oh, wow.
So, for my favorite console, it's kind of rough.
Damn.
It's stuck between two.
See that? A little boost.
So, one, I want to say Xbox, the original Xbox, because that was the first gaming console that I ever played.
I was gonna say, if you said online, I'm going to just stare at you and say Dreamcast, motherfucker.
I never played.
Because Xbox is Dreamcast number 2.
Yeah, I never played Xbox Online, actually. The original.
I have
And-
so
You know, it's
fond
funny, I
memories
never
of that.
have either. I never
So
have
fond
either.
memories of that.
And I'll say the other one would be the PS4. Not because, for any particular reason other than that was the first console I ever actually purchased on.
Oh, he's gone. Look at this. He's gone.
All right, I'm moving to the next set of questions. So now we're into the part of the podcast where if you don't want to talk about race relationships or relations or the way policing is, turn off. It's okay to stop. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, share, and just move along. All right? The reason why he is here is for these next questions because he is in the process of becoming a police officer. He's a beautiful African-American man.
Thank you.
Look how buff he is.
Yeah.
He also looks like Buddy Love.
Okay.
Hercules!
Really? Wow, guys. Wow.
Hey, I should have left the name alone, I did change it for you.
I appreciate
So
it.
just be happy that I'm bringing it up now instead of earlier.
I'm fine with it. I get it a lot, too.
So, before we jump into those questions, The Crisis of Mankind, they get your console system and never talk to you again. A true gamer, LOL.
I know. I know.
And also, he said Xbox 360 had Import Tuner Challenge, one of best racing games ever made.
I know exactly what game he's talking about. Now, just thinking of the 360 though, and the original Xbox, both of those. Project Gotham Racing, doing the cat and mouse racing on there. Oh my god. Have you played Project Gotham on 360?
No. I think I played some racing game that was similar to that on the original Xbox. It was my favorite racing game. And then the CD got a scratch on it, so I could never play it again.
So I don't know where it is. It's down there somewhere. I don't feel like looking. There it is.
The Crisis of Mankind, in my opinion, anyone that's willing to put their life on the line to help another person deserves nothing but your utmost respect.
See, I appreciate
Yes, this is the one!
it. What is it?
Project Gotham
Project
Racing.
Gotham Racing
Oh, wow.
2! That game
I
was
thought you looked through his
amazing.
games before.
Huh?
I thought you looked through his games before. Wait, what does this do again? Oh,
I mean, not all of them. I mean, I can't. There's so many.
There's more now.
yeah. How? I don't understand how. Wow.
But that's the reason why I wanted to bring Bobby on is to talk about why he's wanting to do this, and if anything over the past 5 years has changed your mind a little bit at all, and just go into that. And then Mike's here as well because he is another beautiful African American man who's buff.
I'm not buff. I'm like Super Saiyan
I
God.
don't know. When we were trying to set up and everything, I saw. I was like, "Dang, you look kind of
Yeah,
swole."
see?
Like
That's
I
swole.
wasn't looking at you that way, but I was like, "This man kind of swole." I was like,
But-
I had to sit up a little bit. I was like, "Yeah."
He's here as well to give any insight because both you guys had military background experience as well.
Yes.
And I was actually curious about if you guys had any problems about.
Oh, I thought you.
I was waiting because I was
I'm
waiting.
gonna let you finish then. The Crisis of Mankind, I find highly discussing how police and military/veterans are treated.
Yeah, that's pretty much what
do.
I was going to ask as well as how you guys felt about.
So just real quick, before I answer any questions, I just want to let it be known that I speak for myself and not for any other military personnel or veterans. What I say are strictly my opinions and my feelings toward things, and they do not reflect on the military and other veterans in whatsoever.
Is that what you had to say?
No, I'm just saying like, for the whole interview. Like
I was
anything
looking
say,
too. I was just like, "Is
no,
that
like
I
for the
was-
whole interview.
I know you got to be a little bit careful about what you say because everything's still.
Yeah, well, not only that, but like if I can't go and do certain things, like let's say there was a protest, I can't go to the protest without it getting it cleared first.
Okay.
And I can't go in uniform regardless because they don't want people being like, "Oh, the military is with us."
Yeah.
That's not something that they're saying. Rise of Mankind. I was in public just last week. There was like a 60-year-old Vietnam vet, and he was telling me how him and his wife were homeless with no help from the government or anything, and that they're living out of their car.
I am so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that too. That's rough.
That's super rough.
So before I get into these questions, I guess I want to ask Bobby first, and then Mike, you can chime in if you can. What was your military experience like?
For me, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I actually really did enjoy being in the military. I did. Unfortunately, I wasn't exactly in there as long as I had liked to be because of an injury that I had got. And it was really upsetting to see all my comrades graduate and everything, and I'm just sitting there waiting to be sent home. It was kind of embarrassing, honestly. But that's just the hand that life dealt me. And my experience there, I actually learned a lot about teamwork and everything. But really, the one thing I personally did not like, I got why they were doing it. Like, I got it. At first, you're just sitting there like, wait, why are you yelling at me? What did I do? The reason they're yelling at you is pretty much for the reason as in, pretty much you look on TV, you see these protesters. Those are the people that are screaming in your face. That's pretty much what they're preparing you for. So honestly, never go in there feeling like you're being bullied just because you're being yelled at. You're just really acting kind of soft, if anything.
Yeah, and to piggyback off of that, they're really trying to get you ready for like going overseas because they're gonna like if you deploy, you're gonna have all these locals yelling at you. They're gonna be trying, like some of them are going to be trying to kill you. You know, you have to worry about things of that nature. So they kind of have to prepare you. It's better to. Plus, it's, you know, a way to weed out the ones who, you know, probably won't make it, you know, not just to be like, oh, you're not good enough, but, you know, to potentially save lives, because you're going to have to be counting on your teammates. But, you know, you're going to have to deal with certain things like that, and you're going to have to be of a certain mental state. So it's actually a really good thing that you have to go through those things in basic training.
And I will say this, if you can't fully hear him, we will have another time when we get together and talk with the camera not being on. That way he can be closer to the mic a little bit more.
Because I am hideous.
Don't listen to him. That's not what every other lady I heard said.
Exactly.
Every other lady. So you're like halfway. Nothing to be ashamed about getting injured.
I know, but honestly, it's just one of the things. I'm not gonna lie to you. For a while, I did beat myself up about it. I actually, I just lost my way at first. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really did lose my way. It was really embarrassing. And
how long was that before I met you?
I actually went in 2017 until 2018.
So is
I'm
that
pretty sure. I can't
year,
remember the year off the top of my head, but it's actually a time that I'm actually trying to move past because I know the more I think about it, I'll get upset about it.
Yeah.
Like I know I will.
So I'm just curious, like if
forward.
There was anything I did or didn't do that made it worse, since I think it was right about the time we met each other.
No, okay. No, nothing you did made anything bad.
Because I know whenever we were at Walmart, we used to talk a lot of shit.
Yes.
A lot of shit.
Yeah.
If you don't mind my asking, what kind of injury was it? And this is the Crese of Mankind.
A head injury. Like, it was a head injury. It actually did something to the point where it, like, pretty much shook my head or something and made me not remember a thing. Like, it was kind of crazy. I pretty much woke up, I started freaking out and everything, and I couldn't remember, like, anything. Honestly, I didn't even remember I had glasses. Like, I couldn't see, that's all I know. And I was like, wait, whoa, I can't see. I, like, woke up and took off running, and I didn't even know where I was going or anything. I didn't know any of the people that apparently I've been training with the whole time. I didn't know anything. I forgot what that card did.
Severe concussion, Crese of Mankind, sorry.
But, like, they had, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, that whole hospital experience, that was the one thing that made me almost go insane. I had to just sit there and look out the window. I couldn't play Sudoku, I couldn't watch TV, I couldn't do anything besides sit there and watch the wall.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It was very nerve-wracking, and my doctor was really kind of rude. But It's just, huh?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Say what you say. What you're saying.
The cries of mankind. The impact of the hit caused the brain to slam into the skull and reverberate.
Oh, why'd I do
Can
that?
cause many issues. I used to work in pro wrestling.
Oh, really? Oh,
I'm sorry. Reverberate. I'm illiterate.
that's fine. I actually got what you were trying to. I got what he was trying to say.
I said I'm understanding what happened more now.
Okay. It's like
just because
I'm not gonna
with
lie to
him
you.
explaining and you talking a little bit more, it makes me understand a little bit more what you went through and everything.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. Like at first, like it still feels embarrassing to be the one guy to come back home. I was trying to make something of myself. It feels embarrassing, but honestly, like I said, I got over it. I forgot what I was doing. I got over it, and honestly, I'm trying to do better. My calling is actually to help people. I want to help people. I want to make a difference. So me wanting to be a police officer, I feel like that would be the better thing. I did try to join the military back, but they had me running through a whole lot of hoops. And one of the guys that were going to get me back in there said that I had to get, I don't know what you call them, but just letters from people that I know.
Letters of recommendation?
Yeah. Is that like actually a thing? Like recommendation letters from people you know?
I don't think I know.
It just felt...
recommendation. Did you, was it you said you were trying to get in, were you trying to get a job that
back in the
required
army,
you like a secret clearance or something like that?
Back in the army, I was going to be the 12 Bravo again. That's what I wanted to do.
I have no idea. Yeah,
like he said that
right now. I don't know.
Look, unless he was really trying to get me to do something different, I guess. But that's really what I was trying to do. And honestly, that was like the 4th attempt that I had made to get in there. And then when he said that I needed recommendation letters, I was just like, okay, I don't think this is the thing that I want to do. Because at first, when I had went to get in there, when I had tried to go back in there, the guy sent me to a whole nother city to talk to that recruiter, and that recruiter sent me back to him.
Oh my.
The second one, I gave my paperwork to him and everything. He did a little typing and gave it back to me. And then he said he would contact me, never did. I went back to the recruiter's office and he wasn't even there. So then I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Took some time, actually just worked. You know, tried to enjoy life a little bit, try to remember like my family and everything. And it's just like after that, I was just like, should I really be doing this? I did try the 3rd time and everything. Honestly, that one was partly on me. I was having car issues. Couldn't really make it up there and everything. So I was just like, okay, fine. I'll do some things, work, repair my car, then I'll try again.
So I guess before I ask you this next question, I'm going to ask, if you would have the opportunity to go back, would you try?
Oh, absolutely. I heard they got rid of the whole Shark Week thing. I don't agree with that. Yeah, I personally, I get it. I get why. But I personally think they should have kept it. But at least, I guess, water it down a little bit. Yeah. I guess.
The cries of mankind. In one spot, I was supposed to be powerbombed. And he said there wouldn't be an issue with it. During this spot, when he picked me up, he pulled his back and dropped me. And I landed on the back of my neck with his entire body weight.
Ooh.
That
ended my career right there.
Yikes.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
so sorry, man. Did they just suicide again?
I don't like their choices. I really don't.
So, I'm gonna get into these actual questions since we got a little bit of backstory. Mm-hmm. But what and why do you want to become a police officer?
To be honest with you, I ask myself that all the time. The reason I do is mainly for the fact that y'all know what's going on in the world. You do. You see these riots and stuff. You see all this. People are going out of control. People don't want to wear masks. Don't worry, we're all safe right now. That's the reason we're not. But people aren't wearing masks and everything. There's a whole pandemic going on. People are going crazy. There's shootings and stuff. So I'm not going to lie to you. I am scared. Like, I really am scared. But I don't let the fear drive my decisions. And the reason I really want to be a police officer is mainly because I think that I can make a change that way. I want to get out there, see what it's like being a police officer. I know I'm going to face my... I don't know how to say that word, so I'm not going to say it. I know what it means.
Try it.
I'm going to face dangers. I know that. I'm going to face dangers. I am. And honestly, I am scared of that. But I have to do something. In order to make change, you have to be part of something. you have to do stuff. Put your best foot forward, they say. And that's what I plan on trying to do.
And I will say I am happy that you agreed to talk to me about this, because I talked to both of these guys beforehand. I've been trying to get a couple other friends on here to talk about the race issues and police issues before, and they said just go to protest, do protest, and support it on social media. But I feel like it's a time where I need to have somebody talk with and explain their point of view, so somebody who doesn't think like me actually has a chance to hear it from the other side.
Mm-hmm. Well, the whole problem I have with them pretty much telling you that, the thing is, like, being there, having that experience, people are in these protests, people aren't even doing the actual protests for real. Most people use it as an opportunity to rob and loot, like the Capitol building riot. People were taking selfies in there, stealing stuff from there, and all this other stuff. They missed the whole point of the whole riot, the whole protest. They missed it. The people are doing these other things. So if you're in there, potentially, people are making videos, pictures, and stuff. People are gonna see you. People are crazy. People are gonna see you. They probably be like, "Hey, I know that guy." They're gonna come to you. That's kind of dangerous. It's like, say you were just there, just protesting. You weren't rioting or anything. But the cameras, like, things escalate, cameras see you and everything, you could get jail time. You didn't even do anything, you just showed up.
I guess
that's all.
Two-pronged question on top of that would be, with the Black Lives Matter protest, with how you can see it clearly being peaceful at 1 minute, violent at another minute, do you blame the police for overstepping the situational boundary of how to enforce them and pressure the protesters, I guess, and that turns them into being more violent? Or do you blame it on the other people that come up to try to incite violence just so they could rob and loot and change the attitude of the Black Lives Matter protest from that side? Or do you think it's a side from both far wings?
Oh, why did I do that? Yeah, I do. The way I'm going to say it probably is going to sound one-sided, but as a police officer, as a military, nothing personal towards them, but all I'm saying is really there's a level of professionalism, and things shouldn't escalate. Your training is the one thing that actually pretty much is the one thing to help you contain these situations and not escalate them. That's what the training is meant for. And I get it. You're gonna have a civilian, like I said with the whole military thing. They're yelling at you in your face and everything. They're trying to teach you how to contain this stuff. Because you're going to have all these bottled up emotions and everything. You're probably going to sit there, cry a little bit. They're going to be making fun of you because of that. But your training is the one thing that's supposed to help you get through that. A policeman personally shouldn't escalate the situation. Because there's been several times where a policeman has escalated the situation. I'm for the body cam thing. That makes sense. The body cams and dash cams, that makes sense. That way we have the story of what happened on both sides. The car should be facing, at least have a little back view or the front view towards, whoever they pulled over. The body cam is to get their face. You listen to the policeman's responses. It can pick up audio. It picks up all of that. So I'm for all of that. But personally, I feel like it is both sides. Because these policemen, they do wild stuff. The people, they do even wilder stuff.
You think both sides feed on each other?
Yes, they do. They
to escalate it as a whole.
They absolutely do. But
do you think there is a middle ground to the peaceful protesters that are just caught in the middle, though?
Is there a peaceful ground for them?
No, is there, like, the people that are doing only the peaceful protesting, do you feel like they are in the middle ground and just caught between the two sides? To
be completely honest with you at this point, the way that they're going to view it, they're going to just view you as another protester. Even if you're peaceful, you can just be sitting there, like, in a kumbaya circle or whatever they call that, and minding your own business, but they're going to just associate you with them. There is no peaceful ground, honestly. Whenever things escalate, there's never going to be a peaceful ground. The best thing, personally, to do is to comply. They're going to probably do all these extra things. Like, if they tell you to get down on the ground, I personally say just do it. Things are going to escalate. You should be cleared.
What would you say, though, if, say, somebody does comply, but then they get more stuff done to them by the police
then usually, personally, you are allowed to use your cameras. You are allowed. There's nothing saying that you cannot use your cameras. If you ever feel like there's going to be any type of issue, use your camera. The policemen tell you to put it away. You don't have to.
Have you been in a situation where you were pulled over and you had to worry about that?
Personally, I'm very fortunate. I have not had an instance like that. Personally, I do try to follow the laws. I do. I don't go the speed limit. I guess that's the only one I'm guilty of.
So I don't drive with you.
I go about like 7 over the speed limit. I try to keep it no more, no less than that. I personally feel like the policeman really shouldn't have any other reason to pull you over unless you're really doing something reckless. If you're going 15 over the speed limit, that's a violation.
Do you think the way, say, like quotas and stuff for police officers have changed the jobs for them?
Yes, absolutely.
And have made them go the extra step?
Absolutely. Towards the end of the month, when you're driving around, like getting off work, when you're driving around, you're going to see this police officer. You didn't do anything wrong. He's going to pull you over and try to find something wrong with your car just to make his quota. The end of the month quota. They have these quotas they have to meet. But if everybody's following the law, it's just honestly, to me, personally, a flawed system. Because they literally have to make the quota, so they'll pull you over. You didn't even do anything.
In that instance, it seems more like someone is trying to get numbers as a business.
Exactly.
Rather than do what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be working to protect the people, but now you're set in such a way that you're working against them.
Exactly. And that's really, actually, that's the best way to explain it. It's actually like a business. Like, that's pretty much what they're treating it like. It's a job. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's a job. But really, you shouldn't treat it like a business. These quotas and everything, it shouldn't have to come to the point where you just pull somebody over just because, oh, hey, your tail light's out. Here's a ticket. You're going 2 over the speed limit. Here's a ticket. It shouldn't get to that. It really shouldn't. It's ridiculous.
Now, with that whole aspect of the quotas and then you being lucky not being pulled over, with you being an African-American male, does it affect you in any way wanting to become a police officer?
Yes. It really does. It really, really does. Because on one things, I'm not going to lie to you, there are times where I sat there as like, things need to change. I do agree in protesting, but only peaceful protesting. I don't want it to escalate anything past that. Like, things need to get to a point to where people, whoa, you're doing some wild stuff there, mister. Okay.
The cries of mankind. The AI has never been too bright. I feel like this is the best
Too
time
bright?
to say that.
Yes, this is perfect.
He was talking about earlier when you were bombing. Earlier when the AI just bombed everything.
I'm not too bright.
Said, I think it's more of a media issue today. I feel.
Oh, media does drive decisions. Media drives the mind state of pretty much majority of Americans.
I feel like society as a whole today is devolving. If you guys never heard the song, I highly suggest to listening to the song "No Lives Matter" by Tom McDonald. Tom's already given permission on YouTube to play his music on anything, so if you care to play it, you won't get striked or anything.
Okay, good.
I will have to look that up and then try to add it to the end of this. Or if nothing else, I'll link it in the description as well.
Yeah. I might have to give it a look. But personally, I'm not gonna lie to you, I do face that. I'm African American and I'm gonna be a cop. That's like 2 birds with 1 stone for some people. I pull somebody over, they're like, okay, it's showtime. That's pretty much what they're gonna be doing. It's gonna be blown out of proportion, and honestly, I'm gonna feel some type of way. If these protests continue, people are gonna be yelling at me and looking at me and like, hey, you're one of us, why are you doing this?
There has been reports though of, police officers joining the peaceful protests.
Yes, and those policemen usually lose their job.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, me wanting to be a police officer, it's gonna be hard for me to become another police officer somewhere else, unless they just really just hire me again.
Which I know this is gonna go into a question later at the end here, but are you wanting to be more of a city officer or a small town officer?
City.
Like
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
or...
not too massive. Like,
let me ask you this way: St. Louis or Belleville?
Belleville.
Okay.
For sure.
I have to ask it that way. That way, we know the size of it.
Yes.
People listening might not know the size of it, depending on if you know this area that we live in.
Yes.
But I personally would rather be one in Belleville. It's just people are.
I forgot you're
personally,
doing Yugi.
Yeah. Oh wow, I did not see that coming. Good thing I got this guy. I'm gonna hit the right button this time.
The Cries of Mankind. Tom McDonald does a lot of political and satire music, but all of his songs have a strong message.
Okay.
Political as in what side? Like, I'm not Republican or Democrat. I really don't care. I'll listen to both sides. I don't really generally pick a side, but I just want to know what his point of view would sound like and be like. I have nothing to stop this blackluster. Why can't I activate this?
You don't have a normal level monster or normal monster.
I figured he said
You have
that.
I
only
have
effect.
my normal level monster. That's why. Oh, this is awkward. I'm just gonna do that.
When did you decide you wanted to join the force?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I don't exactly know when I decided that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know. All I know is I always wanted to do something with helping people, and I know there's probably like a million other things. I could have became a doctor or something.
Have you thought about firefighter or anything?
I did. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I was very gullible as a person, and honestly, majority of times when I looked it up, I saw a lot, like, I knew a firefighter, and he said, oh, it's just all volunteer, and I was like, really? That does not sound right. So I never actually, like, expanded my curiosity when it came to firefighters, and I never thought about actually becoming one, and I was like, being just a volunteer, I get it. They do have volunteers for jobs, I know that. But he said it was just mainly, like, pretty much all volunteer at that point.
I say the question. Like, okay. I know people that are firefighters, but then how do they make a living? Because that's all they do. How do they pay for their stuff?
They'd have to have like a side job, unless they get paid like set amounts and everything. I don't really know how the structuring for pay works for firefighters. If anybody out there actually knows, we'd appreciate it.
Yes, let us know in the comments if you do know, or on social media.
Oh, this is going to be awkward.
The Cries of Mankind, he's not for either side, he's more about humanity.
Oh, there we go. That's the answer I like.
I also highly suggest the song Why People So Stupid by Tom McDonald as well.
I don't have paper. I can't write it down.
That stays up until we get done, so...
Wait, do I have to? I don't want to send it. Aww.
Send it.
I don't want
Send it.
I didn't want to.
What is something that you'll bring to the force that you don't see now?
Me doing this, I don't know what the lifestyle is going to be like. You never know. It's life. You'll probably, you do end up changing your mind, and then maybe you'll find a route that's actually going to be easier for what you want to accomplish. And that's one of the things that, I have in my mind. Maybe I'll change my mind down the line. Maybe I'll end up doing something else to help people. All this other stuff. Yes, take that. Yeah, that did nothing, but yeah.
Let's say you just stopped their attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm for.
You should do that on your turn.
This is what I was waiting for, something like this. I was waiting for this, because he's going to kill it.
Now...
But the one thing that I want to bring differently to the Force, I don't know where the world's going to take me. I might get high up there and become like a chief of police or something. I want to make these changes like implementing the body cams. I want to actually make people have that little policeman and civilian relationship back. I don't want people to fear policemen just because they don't know if they're going to get shot or anything. I don't want that to happen. I want to reestablish that connection. That's what I want to try to do. I want to actually, excuse me. There have been situations to where policemen have been severely outgunned. I get that. But usually that's why they usually have the chance to call somebody else for backup. So honestly, when it comes to the whole safety and everything, I want to actually have it to where policemen have the little fingerprint scanners for their weapons. There have been instances where policemen actually did pull the trigger first. There's been instances where the civilians have pulled it first. But I just think it would be better. I feel like I'm going to have to send something to the grave. I better not. But I just feel like it'll be better if they have this. I get it. It'll be one of the things to where you have the little safety on. You have to push the little thing. It's going to cost you a couple seconds. Those seconds do make a difference. But really, there's no running then at that point. Because how do you make things safer? It's like you can try to enforce these ideas and everything, but yeah. Yeah.
That's how you win that.
That's what I was waiting for.
The cries of mankind, I still believe in the philosophy of treating people as you want to be treated. That being said, if a person acts like a complete jerk off, that's how they want to be treated in my eyes.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's usually how a policeman is. A policeman usually doesn't usually. Oh, I can't even say usually. They get aggressive if you ever act a certain way. They will. They probably will end up hitting you with a ticket just because, like, you're being that guy. Okay, here's a ticket. Yeah, they'll do that. They added ignisters to this, which look at that.
So, are you worried about being shot though?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to be shot.
I can't put that any
Well, I don't want to be
plainly.
shot. I don't want to be shot.
Is it something that makes you worry daily or every night when you go to sleep when you're going through the process, or
No.
it's just
No.
back
Well,
there?
I'm not gonna lie to you. The thing about getting shot, to me, I know I can die from it. I know I can. Like I said, you can't let that little fear drive you. Because honestly, if I'm scared of getting shot, then I guess I might as well just never leave my house. I can get shot at my front porch. I can get shot anywhere. So honestly, having that fear is completely rational to me. It's very rational. But you don't let that pretty much make you scared to do anything, especially when it comes to joining the military. Because if I was scared of being shot, I wouldn't join the military.
I was gonna ask Mike about that. Like, how did that affect you when you were deployed?
Well, while I was deployed, it was kind of weird, honestly. It was like looking through, kind of like a glass, I guess, because at the time I wasn't exactly in the country, so I was just looking at America from another country, and I was like, wow, this is all actually going on right now, and it's so different, like, because when you're there and you're in the country and you're seeing all this is going on, you're kind of like, looking outside, you're like, holy crap, or whatever, like, I gotta be careful when I go to do this. But when you're in a whole other country and you're looking and you're seeing these things happen, you're not even thinking about you necessarily. Like, yeah, you might be thinking about family or whatever, but it's not something that you have to deal with immediately. So you're just watching it happen, and you're just sitting there. And I remember I was sitting there and I was just disappointed, like looking at videos and reading about everything that was going on. So at that point, it's more, I guess the way it affects me is I'm not seeing it and dealing with it, I'm just watching it, and it just makes me think, wow, like, I can't believe this is what America is. Like, compared to what everyone believes it to be from other countries, it's supposed to be the country of dreams.
Land of the free.
Land of the free.
Home of the dreams and everything.
Yeah,
honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you though. I do like in shows where they have the little depictions for different countries. I do like that. Some of them are a little bit stereotypical. I'm not gonna lie, but I do like the shows that do that because it like gives you a little taste of like what it's actually like being in a different country. It gives you a little taste. It may not be entirely accurate, but it'll give you something.
It's supposed to be funny, but like looking at America the way that I was looking at America at the moment, it was like, wow, I'm actually kind of disappointed. Like to know that this is going on and that it's been an issue for so long. The cries of mankind. I don't know what I said there that was foul.
You did it again. Oh my gosh.
I've dealt with a number of cops, and I've never had an issue. I think it's all about how you actually react to the presence of the police officer.
See, I like this guy.
I'm that guy who walks up to cops and says, "Thank you for your service," and offers a water or Powerade, etc.
Dude, that's what's up.
See, I've had one cop that I've actually liked, and he was the cop in this area that got shot about, I think, 15 years ago in the face because Belleville didn't supply the SWAT protection for him. They had to buy it themselves, and he caught a shotgun shell to the face.
Dang.
That's why when Bobby told me he wanted to be a police officer, you remind me of him with how nice he was, or is still, because he's still alive. But it's just one of those things that I think what he brought, you would bring, and you would make it your own and make it better, and that's how you would, I think, change it in a good way.
I mean, I still gotta think about it. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you can possibly do to help mitigate these. What do you do? No. Oh, why? Why?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
sacrificing.
tributing. Okay, I'll sit. Did you just waste my monster just to set something? I'm kind of triggered by that a little bit. But
If I were you, I would not attack.
I would attack it with the 3,000.
I'm going to.
What's your effect on the 3,000 though?
Yeah, I already triggered.
Oh.
Oh, well, I wouldn't
Like, I already
attack
did
with the
it.
15. I guess if you have a 3,000, that's fine.
But he's pretty much protection.
Okay.
But I have a lot of catapult turtle. I have a lot of thinking to actually do because like the whole fingerprint scanners on the weapons and everything, that could be a good idea, but like that still could cost people their lives. That can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your hand's kind of clammy today.
Yeah, I know. I know. So that's why I'm saying like I don't entirely know what I can bring except myself when it comes to the whole life of a police officer. That's really the best I can do. Try to be the best person I can. Ideas will come to me later. Stuff I will try to put out there for people to like think about. What do you say? Oh,
I was looking at the time.
I didn't know what you were doing.
I was seeing how long we've been going for about an hour and a half.
Okay, but
which is cool with me.
Okay.
I like this. I like having you guys talk about this.
No, this is a good time. Like I
feel
this.
like it needs to have more people say it, and since I do have a platform, I want somebody to say it.
It's good to get everybody's idea about everything. Like honestly, some of the stuff that I'm saying now, I was like, wait, I didn't think about this. I
do not
do
set
have
that.
a normal summon.
Do not set that monster.
Look, the thing is, I'm surprised I never get to use these. Like I never do.
So the very last question I do want to ask, which if you want to read that first.
Yeah. I was at a baseball game a few years ago, and two cops were standing there sweating and exhausted. And I think they just dealt with something, and I didn't ask on my way to the concession stand. I said, "Thank you for your service," and asked if they wanted anything. They both politely declined, and I ended up giving them both 2 Powerades and 2 slices of pizza each. The look on their face was complete shock.
It's because they're not used to that type of treatment. Like majority of that hurts. Not really.
That kind of reminds me of when I was going on holiday block leave from basic training. I was at the airport and I was on my way back home. Me and a couple of my teammates, we were battle buddies, as we call them.
Why?
We were just going and getting food, and one of them, they went to a smoothie place. I can't remember what the name of it was, but this kid walked up to him and was like, "Thank you for your service," and went and mind you, this kid's probably like 10 or 11, and he went up and he paid for the dude's food, or paid for his smoothie. And he's like 10 or 11. I'm like, wow, that's like crazy that a kid would do something like this.
I messed up.
You really, put a piece down?
Made me think, wow, this country really does like the people.
There's people there.
The people of the country really support like the troops and soldiers and stuff.
Something I just explained to somebody else like before we started is the people that are against the change for the better are the loudest people, and they're the ones that get focused on more over the people who are for the change and for the supporting of the thing, of whatever issue is that is best for everybody as a whole. And that's just how I see that. And it's one thing that, I don't know, whenever we do have like the, shop of the cop thing at Target.
Why can't I use this?
It's one of the most uncomfortable days to work there. And it's not because it's, it's because there's a bunch of police officers, but it's not because that they're just there. It's because they're unhappy while they're there. And you can see how there's, I don't want to say the bad officers in the area, but the officers in the area that don't seem like they care about the area's development of the young and why they need to make it.
That should matter. That should matter.
I feel like I'm not making sense.
It's like you probably were thinking you were going somewhere, but then you were just like, wait, where am I going again?
They don't see why they need to build that bond with the younger generation.
They need to.
Yeah.
They need to. They're going to grow up scared. Nobody's going to want to be a cop, and there's nobody to regulate. They're supposed to be regulators!
Prize of mankind is those that want to destroy the home dynamics. Values and morals need to be taught to children, not putting them in front of the TV and walking away.
Mm-hmm. And that's how the...
I'm going to vote for this guy for president.
like,
this guy's good.
There's a few of the officers that target when they do that are like that are more focused on the kid instead of just having to be forced to be there. And there's ones that are just standing up front while the kid goes and grabs whatever they want.
Yeah, okay.
And it's just like, you're supposed to be like a big brother to that person.
That's pretty much what the whole relationship should be.
Yeah.
Like the little big, little
big
the bit. Yeah, that's what I was actually gonna say. I'm not even gonna lie, but it should be like that type of relationship. Like it should.
Okay, so the last question is, does the Black Lives Matter movement affect you in wanting to be a police officer?
To be completely honest with you, I've had people actually tell me, like, they're like, hey, why do you want to be a cop? It's like, what does my skin color have with... What does my skin color have to do with the profession that I want to pursue? It's like, I get it, the whole Black Lives Matter movement and everything. Like, there's two sides to it. Personally, it just feels like there's a little bit of entitlement whenever it comes to the whole Black Lives Matter thing. Personally, we live our lives, we're free now. Like, I'm gonna put that in there. Slavery's over and everything. We're free. We're living life. Like, the whole Black Lives Matter pretty much just stirs up other movements anyway. Black Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, All Lives Matter. That's always gonna be a thing. They have a whole organization dedicated to Black Lives Matter. Pretty much, they're all like this now. They just want money.
Ask you something real quick before you keep going. Within the South, with how the Democrats flipped Georgia, and how a lot of southern states are putting more restrictions into voting laws, though. And I know, again, it's with the news reporting it, so it's dependent on the news that you watch, how you take what you hear. Mm-hmm. But with them making it harder for people to vote, how do you feel about that affecting...
Making it harder for people to vote?
Yeah, so that the ones that want the minorities to stay pushed down, stay in power. How do you feel about that? Because that feels like they're not fully free.
They're not.
They're being
They're
suppressed.
really not. They are being suppressed. If you're having these type of...
And that's
pretty much voting is supposed to be something that everybody can do. Everybody makes a choice. That way it's fair. To be completely honest with you now, it's still not fair.
Yeah, it's
like we vote just for... They get our votes. There's all types of votes. There's like the popular... I can't even think right now. I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't think. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. There's all these different types of votes. Electoral college and all that. Personally, our votes really don't make that much of a difference. It's just a way for them to just say, hey, y'all did vote. They got votes. Wait, what happened?
I know he picked defense, so he doubled his defense, I think.
Oh, he did? Oh,
or added
he
to
sure
his
did.
defense.
Would you look at that?
Okay. But my question really is, like, I know in Georgia, Black Lives Matter, and I think it's Stacey Adams, I think it was.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
She's an activist that was pushing people to register early and help get people to the polling or to the voting booths and everything else. Do you feel like that without having something or a group like Black Lives Matter, do you feel like it wouldn't help them then?
Get them there?
Yeah, because they were using.
Oh, without them being there, if no, like.
Because I think that's how Georgia got flipped.
Without them being there, then yeah, that makes a difference. It does make a difference.
Because I want to say there's good and bad to both sides.
There is. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's pretty much the way it is. Everything's pretty much a quarter. It has two sides. Like, that's really the way it is. There's two sides to everything.
Have you played this before the big update?
This? No.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't know they added Ignisters.
So, the big update, you only could put one fusion deck monster out.
Oh, you can?
But with the big update, now you can do multiples like it was.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I was so glad that they did that.
I was mad when I first got this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, but
only other thing about this game that I'm really upset about now is because at first I could use it, but now I can't use Red Eyes Darkness Metal.
Can't use Darkness Metal?
Nope.
Why? Is it banned?
Yeah, it's banned.
Is that banned in the normal?
I haven't checked. I just know it's banned on here.
I'll check, because what we're going to do, everybody, we're going to end the stream, let us take down the screen, turn off the camera, then Mike can sit with us closer to the mic, and we will keep playing if they want to.
Yeah, witness my terrible playing skills.
And maybe, I don't know, how good is your deck on your system?
It's decent. It's set up as
is it gonna kick his deck's ass?
Yeah. I have to revamp it now since he's he's a beast and not a beast master.
It just depends
Please
on
no.
what he can do with back row.
Okay, so
Don't tell me that.
we will end here in a minute, and then everybody on the podcast, again, if you like what you're hearing and you want to catch up with more of the creators that came before, or you want us to have more conversations like this on the podcast and get away from just only having creators, make sure you let us know on social media at Kenzen Crese. Do you guys have Twitter?
Twitter? No, I'm not really a Twitter fan.
I do. I haven't been on there in a while.
Okay.
I don't know my name. But I'll get all that sorted out soon.
I will have this up, or a post for this up on my Instagram too, which is the same at Kenzen Crese. Do you? I know you
Yes, I do.
but I don't remember what it is.
I'll post it. I'll post it somewhere later.
Okay. And same. I'll put both you guys in there on the post after you tell me your names because I don't remember them.
I don't either.
Because we
honestly,
normally
that's
talk
why.
through text now,
Yeah. So
and instead of everything else. But then you guys can continue the conversation, keep it civil with us, and have respect for each other, because that's why we wanted to have this talk.
Sure did.
But with that, do you guys have anything else you would like to add to this?
just the last few of the Cries of Mankind's comments.
Okay.
RIP net connection. Master Rule 4 changed. Master Rule 4 made this game impossible to play. I think it's one of IRL. I have a deck that I dub Your Deck is My Deck, but my deck is still better. And it's essentially the equivalent of 18 Snatch Steals, but it's 100% lethal.
Oh my goodness.
I'll be talking with this guy after this.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to make that orange deck up and use it on here
Oh my
against Mike.
gosh.
I will not play you. I will destroy your background somehow.
Do you want me to download Duel Links again and we can just
I absolutely do not want you to download.
we can go in there again?
Nah, because I still don't like Duel Links.
I don't
There's a
either.
whole 3
Yeah.
thing that just ruins it for me. Because there's stuff that I can't do.
But if you guys want to listen to more of this, look up A Conversation With Space Kenzen on Spotify. You will find it on there. And I just realized I forgot to turn the logo on for the podcast
Oh wow.
Oh man.
because I was so worried about getting the green screen right. But yeah.
Is that not even
No, that's my logo for when I record normally.
good?
Here, switch me spots for a second. Get on the camera.
I will not.
Why not? Everybody wants to see you.
Slide.
Oops,
Oh,
no.
You
Yeah,
did
don't
this.
trip and fall.
I forgot there's cables. Alright, I guess I have no
But the one thing I will say, everybody, it was actually really
I'm
nice
here
to get
now.
on here and talk. Like,
It's
I really
leaning
did
again.
enjoy
It's
the
your
time.
fault this time.
Ooh. I really did enjoy the chat and everything. See, it ain't this. Don't this feel better? Look at the camera. They want to see you. This the man behind
There
the
you go.
screen.
Man behind
I
the
flipped it
screen.
now. That's the logo for the podcast.
Oh, is that?
Got you.
Again, mouse artwork, which took forever to do. But
Not bad.
don't forget to like, comment, share on YouTube. Follow the podcast. Go to kenzencrease.com to listen to the one episode that is not up on Spotify and the other channels. It's The Conversation with Man. It's also on YouTube. Peace out, everybody. We'll be right back to start the stream
Wait,
up
what?
again.
No. I'll take the 500.
Alright.
Okay, I'm good. I gotta pee anyway.
Plot twist, he's still streaming.
Oh. Yeah, he sure is. I'm glad I didn't say anything more than that.